This story has alligators, turtles, the Navy, boats, both real and imagined, and a thread that weaves through charcoal drawing and pinhole photography. This is the story of my favorite art teacher who passed away and whose role I filled. Our names are on the same toolbox in the same classroom, and our artwork began to become very similar. Ultimately, it's the story of a charcoal drawing that is about memory and spanning the space-time continuum. I'm Stephanie. I'm a painter based out of my hometown in St. Pete, Florida. I maintain my painting practice from my home studio, and I spent most of my 20s and early 30s as an art teacher in Florida public schools. I wrote an artist statement for this piece. It was part of an exhibit for the Pinellas County Center for the Arts retrospective. It was held by the Morean Art Center and included the work of PCCA alumni, both students and teachers. And I happen to be both, so I will go ahead and read the artist statement that I wrote for this piece to explain a little bit more of the background of it. Time is not a river that flows. It's a vast ocean where everything exists simultaneously. From The Order of Time by Carlo Rovelli. In this charcoal drawing, I relax in Navasana boat pose, cradled by the alligator who I recently encountered on the path at Boyd Hill Nature Preserve. Lawrence Miller's Boat That Carries the Moon is a part of us. I visit this sculpture by Mr. Miller whenever I'm at the St. Pete Clearwater Airport, and it's like he's here again. In this piece, I'm below the water's surface, a metaphor for the subconscious. When I dream, I almost always dream of water. But as Maya Angelou says, I can walk the ocean floor and never have to breathe. Life doesn't frighten me at all. No, not at all. The fish and the alligator look to the future, while the tortoise and I look to the past. The water, however, flows in every direction, representing a vast ocean of time where everything exists simultaneously. When you write about art, no matter when it was made, you get to use the present tense. Unlike historical events, creative works live in an eternal present. This magical rule of grammar also seemed to apply to the PCCA printmaking studio on the second floor of a building that was built in the 80s but seems to transcend time. Mr. Miller was my art teacher from 2004 to 2007. I taught in his classroom from 2019 to 2021, years after he passed away. I found his old blue toolbox and wrote my name below his. I thought of Mr. Miller every pitch black morning climbing those stairs that he also climbed to the classroom. What he taught me, I passed on to my students. Why act like a student artist when you can act like a professional artist? 16-year-old me agreed, and 31-year-old me asked my students the same question. Mr. Miller was in the Navy, so water and boats were a central subject of his sculpture and photography. The Gulf of Mexico has been a part of me since I was born, and water has been a central theme in my work for the past 10 years. The half-circle vessel of a boat started appearing in my work around 2020. My friends and I learned pinhole photography from Mr. Miller in that upstairs dark room, its black cylinder door like a portal to another world. Pinhole photography was invented in the 1850s, when George Seurat, the father of pointillism, was born. I've always known that my drawings are inspired by Seurat's hazy charcoal drawings, but only recently did I consider that Seurat's drawing style may have come from pinhole photography. In Mr. Miller's artist statement, he writes, "Pinhole images are more closely related to how we actually remember the past. The softened and somewhat indistinct edges are rich in texture and symbol. Pinhole photographs seem to be more about the passage of time itself, thus more about memory." So, what do you think? Where have you seen the past peek through artwork? Whether you're an artist or an art appreciator, have you seen the phenomenon of art breaking through the space-time continuum? What do you think about my theory connecting pinhole photography to the drawings of Seurat? Have you seen Seurat's drawings? Maybe you just want to head to the comment section right now to tell us who your favorite teacher was and honor them in that way. It's all welcome here, and I'm excited for you to be here on this channel. Thanks for being with me to talk art. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time.